And let's now move into the next thing we're going to do today, which is looking at my Igrapes annotation system. Look, that video warm-up is something we're going to do regularly. I think we should all just kind of get used to it. Sometimes I do it as a preview of something we're about to study, like today. Other times I'll do it as a review, where we'll be reviewing something we studied from last night, but I think that it's a really good resource that we're going to take advantage of. All right, let's now say, okay, well, so what is this Igrapes, right? Annotation system that you speak of, Mr. Marina, that is oh so important to your class. And I start, if I may, on my Schoology page. And I made this Igrapes annotation chart. So we're going to click on it and we're going to pull it up on our Google Docs. And Igrapes simply is an acronym for the 7 different major categories of things that we're going to be looking for when we do our reading. So I stands for intellectual, anything having to do with school or learning or inventions, achievements. G is for geography, that's of course where you're located on the earth. R is for religion. A is for art. P is for political, anything having to do with politics or government or countries, invading other countries, political, war, political. Economics is for money, and S is for social. So as we're reading our section, which if we take a look back, the section that I assigned for you to read today is pages 5. I know what it is. It's pages 5 and 7, or it's page 4. Sorry, 5 and 7 is your homework. On page 4, the section titled "The First Humans." I put 2 sections. It's actually only one section. I'm going to do a quick edit here. And as we're reading that section, "The First Humans," we're going to be looking for 2 very important facts, the 2 most important facts in our opinion, and then we're going to decide which of these Igrapes categories these facts are related to. And after we make that decision, we are going to write them down. And, well, let's figure out where are we going to write these down, Marina? Well, we're going to go to my website to find the answer to that question. And we're going to go down to the bottom here, and we're going to see Google Docs, table for first, last, think, first, share, flip-flop, or during distance learning wall walks, which I'll explain to you a little bit later today. By the way, this first, last, think, first, share, flip-flop thing, when we get together, and I have a feeling that we will be getting together at some point in this school year. These are the groups, groupings I do have students discuss their facts in groups. We just want to keep them in mind. But we're going to click on our table for my wall walk annotations, and we have this. Okay, look familiar? Similar to our agenda table. First thing we're going to do is we're going to write in the name of the section. Well, actually, no. The first thing we're going to do, I digress here, is we're going to copy this onto our new Google Doc. So we're going to highlight, just like we did with the agenda table. Control C. We're going to start up our own new Google Doc, just like we did before, with this routine we're going to get used to here. This time we're going to name the Google Doc Marina, so we can easily find it when we're looking for stuff to turn in our work. So we're going to say Marina, Chapter 1, Wall Walk. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. Marina, Wall Walk will be about Chapter 1, and then we're going to call it a wall walk. We're doing. All right, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to Control V. We're going to paste it in. Next, we're going to name our section, just like we put the date up here, and that's did it again. Boy, I'm getting a little. This isn't working out perfectly for me. course not. This is 2020. So we're going to delete this space here at the top, and we're going to write in the first unit. Yeah, the first unit, right? That's what the section that we just read is. And then we're going to write in the first grape. As we write in the first grape, I'm going to write the letter, the Igrapes letter, that our fact, and I call our fact grapes, you're going to get used to this, corresponds with. So maybe my first grape will be S for society. Okay? A little dash, and then I'm going to type in a fact that I learned from our reading that has to do with society. The next one might be P, political. Again, I'm going to type in my fact that I learned about these things. Society has to do with the people. So early farmers, right, began farming societies around 10,000 years ago. Same thing for P. Then we're going to write the most difficult vocabulary word. What word did I think was extremely difficult when I was doing my reading? I don't know. Let's make something up early here. Well, if none of these words were extremely difficult to you, that's great. Then write what word you think might be difficult to someone else. Right? Maybe I didn't quite understand the word societies. Just type it in a word. Okay? Boom. Now what? Well, now we just finished what I'm going to call top half annotation. This is what I want you to do for homework. I want you to leave the bottom half for when we get to class. We're going to get our third fact, or third grape, excuse me, and we're going to write the name of the person we got it from when we do our wall walk. We're going to make up a question as if we were a teacher, making up a question for a quiz, or maybe just a question that I have. Like, why did they start in Egypt? In that section, and then we're going to get a screen, an image from Google. Okay, since we can't draw them, we're gonna get an image here. We're gonna search the web, and I'm gonna find an image that has to do with farming, and I'm going to insert that image in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna caption it. I shouldn't have that farming tool though, of course, because I don't know the tools back then, but you guys get it. Early farmers did not really have real tractors. Okay. And basically, this is going to be the routine that we do over and over again for every section. So our next section will be on Egypt and Mesopotamia, and India, China, so on and so forth. But we'll go over this together. It's a slow process that we will get to understand well as the semester goes on. What you need to know now is that top half annotation means that you did the first three parts of our Igrapes annotation system. We'll do these three parts in class together as we're using Padlet, which I've never done before. I'm kind of scared, actually. And then we'll make up our question. We'll capture our image and we'll caption it. And then we're going to discuss it as a class. And this flow, this routine, this is how I teach. This is how we're going to learn. When we finish chapter 1, we're going to submit all of this, and I'm going to give you a grade based on what percentage you completed all of it. And then that's the big meat and potatoes of what I do in my class. So, question.